Time as FBI profilers are trying to piece together a psychological map of Aaron Alexis's mind. Fox News has learned exclusively that he was punished by the Navy during his time as a naval reservist. He had his rank busted after he was arrested and thrown in jail in 2008 for disorderly behavior. National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin joins us now live from the Pentagon with these new details and, you know, also the question of how he got an honorable discharge in the face of all of this. Jennifer.
Well, Martha, that is the question we've been asking. Fox News has learned from multiple military sources that, in fact, Aaron Alexis was reduced in rank from an E3 to an E2 back in 2008. It was around the same. It was at the time that he was arrested in Atlanta. He was arrested for 24 hours, placed in jail, and he did not show up for work, and so he was punished by the Navy at that time. He was jailed for disorderly behavior. He was working in a unit at the VR-46 of the Naval Air Station, Atlanta, at the time of his arrest and his subsequent unauthorized absences. Along with the reduction in rank, Alexis had to forfeit half of his pay for 2 months. That supposedly really angered him. Later that year, Alexis appealed the decision, and in December, the Navy granted his appeal, reinstated his rank, and paid back the money he lost. The violation was essentially expunged from his record, one Navy official said.
I knew that there was some things that Aaron was upset about with his veteran benefits. He wasn't getting paid on time, or he wasn't getting enough, but it was nothing of this magnitude.
Meanwhile, at the Navy Yard today, new questions about whether the shooter knew those he was shooting at, whether he had ever worked in Building 197. Military sources tell Fox that Aaron Alexis had to shoot his way into Building 197. Hewlett-Packard issued the following statement about Alexis. Aaron Alexis was an employee of a company called The Experts, a subcontractor to an HP Enterprise Services contract to refresh equipment used on the Navy Marine Corps intranet network. HP is cooperating fully with law enforcement as requested. Aaron Alexis was staying at a hotel not far from the Navy Yard. FBI investigators were there last night, and I believe they're still looking into what he did in those final hours, leaving the Residence Inn over in Southeast D.C. before making his way about 8 o'clock in the morning over to the Navy Yard. We also know, Martha, that he used his common access badge to get into the base. So he did not use a stolen ID to get into the base, as we learned yesterday. He used this CAC access card to get into the periphery of the base. But then again, sources tell us that he had to shoot his way into Building 197.